It's your boy Phil, the king of thrift, back with another video to help you guys crush it on eBay, to help you earn a good part-time living or a full-time living if you so choose. What we're going to be talking about today is I'm going to be covering the top 10 women's purses to sell on eBay. Now these aren't necessarily the most expensive purses in the world, because that's not what the video is. These are bread and butter brands. These are brands that you can find at just about any thrift shop or garage sale pretty much anywhere in the country. So what I'm going to be doing is covering the top 10 for you guys to make money, so stick around. Alright guys, welcome back to another video. If you haven't already subscribed to this channel and you're looking to get started on eBay, or you're looking to earn a full-time living on eBay, make sure you subscribe, because I got a ton of videos, a ton of resources to help you guys get started, to help you thrive and survive in a hustle game. So without further ado, let's get right into the video today. The top 10 women's purses to sell on eBay. Number 1, Coach. Coach is a very expensive brand, and you know, they specialize in leather. That's what they started with, and their purses are top quality. And if you can find a Coach out there, you know, out in the wild, so to speak, then you should grab it. If you can get a decent price on it, then you should grab it. And even if it's not in the best condition, a Coach purse is definitely worth the effort and time that it takes to clean it up and maybe rehabilitate it and get it ready for sale. So Coach would be my number 1 brand for you guys to resell. My second brand of women's purses to sell on eBay would be Brighton. Now Brightons are not necessarily the most expensive purses out there, but the good thing about Brightons is they're very plentiful and they're very high quality. A good Brighton purse they're built to last, and they'll last a lifetime. So the good thing about Brightons is that you will find them, and the reason that you find so many of them is because they are built so well. And actually Brighton is known for their silver, their silver adornment on their purses. So if you find a nice Brighton out there and you look at the silver and it looks a little tarnished and worn, just get yourself a little silver cleaner and you can shine that right up. So don't let that scare you off from getting them. Many times I picked up some really beat down, Brighton purses, and the silver was faded. I mean, what they had was all tarnished, and the leather was faded and scratched and scuffed. I put a little shoe polish on the leather, I put a little silver polish on the silver portion, and whenever I got finished, I mean, they were almost as good as new. So a good Brighton purse can bring you some good cash out there on eBay. So number 2 would be Brighton. Alright guys, coming in at number 3 is going to be Dooney Bourke. Now, these aren't necessarily in order from greatest to least. They're in no particular order. Like I said, these are just your bread and butter brands. I actually got a request for this video to cover the top 10 brands women's purses to sell. And rather than cover the most expensive purses, like a lot of these, YouTubers or resellers, so-called resellers are going to do, they're basically going to go in, do a little research. They're going to start with the highest dollar purses and work their way down. But what I'm telling you guys is what I have sold personally for the last 20 years. So these purses that I'm covering today are going to be good purses. You're going to find them out there. It's not going to be something that you're going to find 1 in a million times. These are going to be purses that you're going to find on a regular. So coming in at number 3, I would say Dooney Bourke. There's really not a lot to say about Dooney Bourke. I mean, they're one of the best brands out there. They hold their value really well. Their purses, their shoes. I mean, anything about Dooney Bourke, they specialize in leather, so whatever they make is going to be top quality. So if you find it out there, if it's not in the best shape, even if it's not in the best shape, remember, you can always rehabilitate it, and it's going to bring you some great money on eBay. So Dooney Bourke, that's why it's number 3. All right, guys, my next purse is going to be called the Sack. And I think it's SAC, and these are sort of an obscure brand. I mean, not everyone knows about these, but I've sold tons and tons of the Sack, or maybe it's not the Sack, maybe it's just Sack, but it is SAC. That's the brand, and I've sold tons of them, and you can find them, on a semi-regular basis. It's not like I'm finding them every day, but I have sold many of them, and they're really high quality purses. They're not so much. Whenever you look for maybe a Sack purse, 9 times out of 10 they're nylon. They love to do the woven nylon type purses, but they're really stylish. Women love them. They're usually trimmed out with a little leather. A lot of times they come in bright colors, red, green, yellow, those type of things. So keep an eye out for the Sack. Those are really good purses, and they have great resale value on eBay. Alright guys, now let's not forget about Lucky brand. You know, Lucky brand, I mean, they make jeans, they make clothes, and they also make purses. So if you see Lucky brand out there, get it. It's a great brand to resell. Again, not necessarily the most highest dollar amount of a purse that you're going to find. I mean, it's not necessarily the most expensive, but Lucky brand is a good brand. I mean, I'm sure as you guys know, I mean, many of you probably wear Lucky. I've wore Lucky myself, you know, and the purses are no exception as far as stylish. They're good quality, and they're pretty expensive, you know, on top of that. So that's the reason I would say, and actually they're semi-plentiful out there in the marketplace. So you will find Lucky brand purses, you know, if you keep your eyes peeled and you know, are on the lookout. Then you find a Lucky brand, go ahead and grab it, guys. Good for money. Okay, we are only halfway through the countdown, guys, and coming in at number 6 is going to be a brand that everyone knows and loves, and actually it's come a long way in the last decade, because I personally watched this brand grow from what they were when they started to what they are today, and that is Fossil. And I'm actually a big fan of Fossil. I love their watches. I mean, I'm not a purse carrier, so I'm not sure about, you know, how awesome their purses are, but I do know their purses do sell well. So if you find Fossil brand purses out there, they're definitely good for a little coin in your pocket. So and again, they are not the most. They're not a Dooney Bourke. They're not a Coach. And actually, I'd say they're even a little bit less expensive than Lucky brand. But what I love about Fossil is the quality. You know, I love brands that are sort of underpriced and they over deliver on their quality. And Fossil is one of those brands. There are other brands out there, you know, like them, and those are the brands. I mean, Old Navy is a brand that's, you know, they're underpriced, but their quality is very high. But so, you know, if you do find Fossil out there, 9 times out of 10, it's going to be leather, and they make great leather products, really high quality, really stylish, and I think their attention to detail is really important about that brand, and it seems like that they do sort of go above and beyond on everything they manufacture. So if you see them, make sure you grab them, guys. Fossil in the house. Okay, my next brand to sell and resell on eBay, women's purses, is going to be Michael Kors. All the ladies say whoop whoop, because I know you ladies all love Michael Kors. Michael Kors is hot right now. It is on fire. It's flame. It's flame, as Paul Cantu would say. Shout outs to Paul. But you know, hey, Michael Kors is a great brand. They do more than just leather. They do a lot of sort of a vinyl or maybe like a patent leather sort of thing. They like to trim their stuff out in metal, you know, with these metal rings and stuff like that. And it's sort of a chrome trim, sort of a big thing with Michael Kors. But Michael Kors is a good brand. It's really hot right now, so that's why I'm including in this countdown. And on top of it all, I think they're pretty good quality, even though I haven't really had a ton of experience with them personally, with their purses. You know, but I have sold enough of them to know they do sell well, and you know, whether they'll stand the test of time has yet to be seen. But as of today, they are hot, they're on fire, guys. Michael Kors in the house. Pick up some Michael Kors if you see it. Okay, guys, my next brand is going to be classic all the way, and of course, I couldn't get through a countdown without including Ralph Lauren, Polo. That's right, guys. Polo makes everything, and of course, they make the best of the best. And the purses are no exception to that rule. So if you find a nice Polo out there, you probably want to grab it. I mean, if it's in decent shape, even if it's not in the best shape, you know, you can rehabilitate it. So, you know, that's why I'm including Polo in this countdown. So if you see a nice Polo bag or purse out there, Polo does some really nice sort of textile plaids. So if you see those, you want to keep an eye out for those, because those are some of the big sellers from Polo. Really enough said about Polo. Alright, guys, we're getting to the end of the countdown, and number 9 on the countdown, like I said, these are not necessarily in order from greatest to least, or most expensive to least expensive, or maybe even they're not even in the most demand from the least demand. But coming in at number 9 is Gucci. Of course, that's right, Gucci is in the house. Gucci is one of the best brands in the world, and of course, I mean, it sells like crazy on eBay. I mean, it is one of the top of the line brands. I mean, their quality is second to none. I mean, and you know, they make shoes, they make they make clothes, they make purses, I mean, you name it. Gucci is out there, and they are on top, and they've been on top since day one. So if you find a nice Gucci purse, you definitely want to grab it, because that's going to be money on eBay. Great resale value. All right, guys, last but definitely not least is going to be a brand that has been around, actually is a newcomer to the game, But when she came out, she actually made a pretty good impact. I know she's been around for a good while, but hey, I've been in this game for a long time. So I've seen a lot of companies come and go. I've seen a lot of companies come and not necessarily make it. The quality wasn't there, and they just were not able to compete in such a competitive market, and especially on eBay. I mean, eBay is a beast. And if you're going to compete on eBay, then your stuff has to be, it not just has to be popular, and it doesn't just have to be good or high quality. It's got to stand the test of time. Because what we're selling here, what me and you guys are selling, is we're reselling used merchandise. So, you know, if it doesn't stand the test of time, then it doesn't even make it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it doesn't even last to get resold. So the things that hold their value the longest are the things that are very well built. And this company has not yet proven that they are built to last, but they have come around here lately, recent years, and have been selling really, really well, and that is Vera Bradley. That's right, guys, Vera Bradley. I know she was hot a couple years ago, and everything Vera Bradley with all the paisleys and the bright colors and everything was hot, you know, and now not so much. But Vera Bradley, I included in this countdown because you can still find Vera Bradley out there, and there are still a lot of people who love her style, and I mean, they're diehard fans. They're not going anywhere. You know, so, and her quality, her merchandise is good quality. You know, what she makes is quality. You know, so if you see Vera out there and it's in decent shape, remember guys, even if the purse is dirty, now what she makes a lot of times are cotton purses, which means they do get dirty, they tend to get dirty, they tend to get worn, but a lot of times you can wash those purses. You toss them in your washer, give them a good wash, they look brand new again. So the main thing you want to watch out for with a Vera Bradley purse is for holes and thin spots wearing in the material. But if you find a nice Vera Bradley out there and it's in good shape, you better grab it because that's money. For those of you who are new to this channel and you haven't already got into the reselling shoes game, then you really need to get in, guys. Reselling men's shoes, or women's shoes for that matter, is one of the most lucrative things to sell on eBay, and it's also one of the easiest. And if you're just getting started out on eBay, I always recommend that you start selling shoes. Go down into the description section of this video and download your free copy of Selling Men's Shoes on eBay. Reselling Men's Shoes. It's a quick start guide to get you guys started as quickly as possible. And in this book, I've also included the top 25 shoe brands to sell on eBay. Now, I've been doing this for 20 years, and I got my start selling shoes. And you know, you guys were asking about shoes and how to sell shoes, so I put this guide together just for that reason. Basically, it's a way to say thank you for all my subscribers and all you guys who watch my channel. So just go down and download it. It's a completely free download, and you know, get started selling some shoes. Put some coin in your pocket. Like I said, it's the easiest way to start making money today. But remember, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to this channel. I got tons and tons of videos to help you guys crush it on eBay, to help you get started, to help you earn a good living or a side income if that's what you want to do. Make sure you subscribe today if you want to get access to all those videos and all my latest upcoming videos. I do upload videos on a regular, at least 3 or 4 times a week. And if you like this video, if it's helped you out, make sure you give it a thumbs up. This has been Phil, the King of Thrift, with another video to help you guys on your way. And until my next one, you guys be good.
I'm looking for that gold popping tags. Now it's time to take it home. Let's get it sold. I'm in the thrift game. No, I ain't about that fame. The record shops for 20 years in the game, man.